Okay, I got the plastic off the layout. It was on all summer. I hooked up my MRC Prodigy DCC controller and ran these two locos around the outside tracks. They run fine, even though this track hasn't been cleaned for months. And the secret is they both have stay alive devices in them. So I haven't tried a locomotive that doesn't have one of those. In this video, I'm just going to go around and refresh you with the 4x16 layout in my garage in Texas. My latest videos have all been about the layout in New Hampshire. And I'm going to talk about some goals I have for this fall and winter. So bear with me, this will be a little bit long. One thing I want to do is put some fascia on it, clean up the edges. I'm going to start replacing these number 4 snap switches, the old brass ones. I've started buying number 6 with the new Atlas ones. Replace those. I've got some Smales, the Circuitron Smales, to put underneath these. So I'll put those on. I don't think I'm going to be able to replace these snap switches on the edge, because that would mean I'd have to cut out the 2x4 edging, and that's quite a job. So I think I'll just start with some of the inside ones. I'd like to do a little something over here, buildings over here. This end I think is pretty good. I don't have any big plans for that. Over here, I think this is okay. No big plans here. I took out that third curve here last year, so made it a double track main. I need to fill in this big crack here. I should get rid of the look of that big old crack. I think this is okay over here. I need to vacuum it, clean it up. It's got a lot of debris on it. Not much to do through here. Again, put some fascia on. It'll hide this part where I had to cut out for the Smale. I want to clean up my where I have my Arduino and all my wires to my sensors. I need to kind of clean that up. Let's go down here on this end. Probably replace this big old ugly board here on the end. I have to use the rest of my scenic water in that hole I dug. I just hadn't put the water in yet. This one I need to put a circuit or a Circuitron Smale under it, but the problem is if I cut this out, that leg attachment there is right in the way, so I'm going to have to redo that leg to get that done. I bought some Woodland Scenics lights, some pole lights and building lights I'm going to put on down in here. I bought some wooden railroad ties that I have to stain and spread some more of those around. I saw a video on how to do that. It was really interesting. Things over there are good. Again, clean up this big crack. This is where I can control the layout with my throttle on the other side. And I want to build a backgrounds piece of foam and use as a background over there, like William A. or Bill in Virginia did on his layout. That way I can do some videos shooting across the garage without showing off my lawnmower. Okay, sorry for the interruption there. One thing I'd like to do, it's not going to be a high priority, is I want to use some Smooth It to put a parking here and then go ahead and run the Smooth It over that track down in there. You know, because this is no realistic parking over here on this side of the the feed store. I'm going to replace this with a Circuitron Smeo. And some of these too. Over time, I like to get rid of all the snap switches that I can. Not much to do over by the REA. I'm okay with this end. Like I said, I'm going to take off these big walls, do something different with those. But anyway, that's a update on some of my plans for the 4x16. I think the big new project is I'm going to take off this old shelf. I'm going to expand this to maybe 16, 18 inches and put a switching layout over there. I have all the buildings. It won't take too much track or cork. And so that'd be interesting. I don't think there's any way I can really tie it to the 4x16 layout. You know, I don't think bridges and whatnot would look too good, but anyway, I'll just do maybe an 18-inch. I have all the wood to do that. It's just a matter of getting it done. So thanks for watching, and will be progress here over the months in my Texas layout. I'm going to have a little fun here, poking fun at myself. This is how I started my model railroad journey. And after 2 years of owning this house, I'd done a lot of projects, and I was kind of at a point where I needed something to do. So I got out my train set I had as a kid, and also used it when my son was 10. And it'd been in a box for like 25 years. So I didn't know what I was going to do, but I thought, maybe my grandkids would like to run some model railroad trains. So got a sheet of plywood, and I thought, I might have a second car someday. So I built it with the idea of folding it up. So it's on hinges there next to the wall, and these little front legs will fold up. They're on hinges too, so if you lift it up, they fold down. Well, I really didn't think about this a whole lot, because when I pushed on the edges of the front, then it would tip up on the other end. And then I realized I can't work across a 4-foot piece of plywood. I found myself actually crawling on top of this damn thing to connect the track on the far side. Even standing on the ends, you can't reach that middle part of it. So I realized pretty quickly this wasn't going to work. So then I put on the solid legs on the end, and I put casters on it so I could roll it away from the wall to work on it. But this is how I started, and I started, looking at all the YouTube videos on model railroading. So if you guys are hesitant to start your little model railroad, just look at how I started. And now I'm using Arduinos and JMRI. But out on YouTube, there's some really, really great guys doing educational videos. I don't do much of that. I do a little bit, but I'm just kind of a hack. And but anyway, I just have fun looking at this picture every once in a while to remember, how stupid I was when I started this hobby. I'm still not too intelligent, but I'm having fun. Thanks for watching.